Hey, what's going on? My name's Jack and welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. I messed up. I messed up big time. But I've realised my mess up. I saw a Star Wars Skeleton Crew trailer on YouTube and I didn't look any further into it. So when I said, I'm doing a trailer reaction, it's not a trailer reaction. It's an article reaction. Because I went to look for it to record this video and I'm like, where is it? It's not here. So who knows? Who knows what my mind was going to at that point? But anyway, we have got some Star Wars Skeleton Crew news. We've got the cast story and everything we know from Screen Rant. We're going to be looking at that article right now. And the reason we're doing this video is because, well, I promised a Star Wars video, and this is what I've given myself, clearly. Star Wars Skeleton Crew will release in December of 2025. I thought it was this year, but okay. And promises a novel premise alongside an all-star cast crew set during the same time period as The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka. The upcoming Star Wars TV show promises to be unlike anything Lucasfilm has made to date. The reason for this comes from the inspirations revealed for Skeleton Crew's story, as well as casting crew already confirmed to be involved in the show. By taking a fresh approach to the Star Wars galaxy, Skeleton Crew could repeat the success of Andor. Star Wars Skeleton Crew has been created by John Watts and Chris Ford, with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau in producer roles. Yes, this show might be good. The show's New Republic setting on the Star Wars timeline alongside the duo's other projects. Given this setting, Star Wars Skeleton Crew is expected to serve as another crucial step towards Lucasfilm's upcoming movie set in the Mandalorian era. When will the Skeleton Crew release? Oh, the show is coming in December 2024. I thought it was December 2024. But it says up here, this December 25. Clearly it's on mistyped. When will Star Wars Skeleton Crew release? The show is coming in December 2024. Lucasfilm has finally begun the marketing push for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. The show will launch on December 3rd, 2024. This means it will run through the whole Christmas period, with episodes expected to drop on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. The premise seems perfect for a family audience, with a group of kids and Earth-like planet stranded in Star Wars galaxy, the kind of child-centric approach George Lucas would love. A Star Wars Skeleton Crew cast. The cast of the Skeleton Crew adds a new Jedi to Star Wars New Republic era. Okay. Lucasfilm has finally confirmed the characters' names for the Star Wars Skeleton Crew. The most intriguing is undoubtedly Jude Law's Jodah Nadwood. Footage shared exclusively at Star Wars Celebration 2024 appeared to indicate he's a Jedi Master. Several of the others are child actors who got to play in the Amblin-style coming-of-age adventure, which won Robert Timothy Smith's Neil, actually an elephant Ortolan. Okay, whatever that is. Then we got some characters. Jordan Wood is played by Jude Law. Ravia Kaput-Konyas plays Wim. Kyrina Krata plays KB. Robert Timothy Smith, Neil. Ryan Kira Armstrong, Fern, Nick Frost, SM33. Martila Maltus Vance, a space pirate who survived a conflict with Din Djarin in The Mandalorian Season 3, was glimpsed in the Star Wars Celebration trailer. This likely means that there'll be other familiar faces, given those pirates were loosely connected to the Empire. What is the story about? The story of Skeleton Crew will introduce an interesting new genre to the Star Wars franchise. Let's hope it does. I mean, I have fears, but hey. At D23, what's described the Star Wars Skeleton Crew show as a coming-of-age story about 4 children on a tiny little planet who become lost in the vastness of the space. What's explained the Disney Plus TV show will show a unique point of view from a Star Wars story, perhaps showing adventures at a far smaller scale than the movies of the Skywalker saga or even the planet-hopping The Mandalorian. Given that the Star Wars Skeleton Crew's budget is larger than heavy hits like The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett, Disney seems to expect this novel Star Wars tale to perform well. So it was originally a novel that they're adapting, apparently. In October 2023, an official premise of Skeleton Crew was revealed. The premise pertains to the first episode of the show and how the events of the premiere installment impact the rest of the story. In the first episode of Skeleton Crew, we are introduced to 4 kids who make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy, finding their way home, meeting unlikely allies and enemies, will be greater adventure than they ever imagined. Is Star Wars Skeleton Crew a kids show? Skeleton Crew is expected to strike a fine balance between light, child-friendly elements and darker plot points. I mean, anything's got to be better than Acolyte, right? John Watts also claimed at D23 that although the group of 4 children will make up a large part of Skeleton Crew's cast, it is not a kids' show and will feature a number of dark plot elements. Sweet. While Andor highlights the darker side of the galaxy, Star Wars Skeleton Crew aims to show the galaxy through rose-tinted glasses. Series creator Christopher Ford has described Skeleton Crew as inspired by the 1980s Amblin-style coming-of-age films, with Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy identifying the Goonies as inspiration. Oh god, she's involved. I mean, I know she's involved, but jeez. John Watts has also claimed, that's fine, claimed at D23 that although the group of 4 children will make up a large part of the Skeleton Crew's cast, it is not a kids' show and will feature a number of dark plot elements that should scatter the adult audience members. Overall, Star Wars Skeleton Crew aims to be a Star Wars TV show that both children and adults can enjoy. I mean, the fact that Jon Favreau is a part of it, Dave Filoni, and John Watts, and they're adapting what I believe is a novel. It all seems promising. It does. I just worry that people are going to be... There are so many damaged fans and damaged-hearted fans out there for Star Wars at the moment because Acolyte was not good. Star Wars The Acolyte was not good. In fact, Star Wars The Acolyte is probably the worst Star Wars that anyone's ever seen. You've got people everywhere saying it. The outcry for it is actually horrendous. Will this show do any better? I think this show could be interesting. It could save some face. You know, it could be like, look, these shows do work if done right. The Mandalorian, a very good show. Ahsoka, very good. Andor, Kenobi. I loved Kenobi in my opinion. I thought it was really good. But The Acolyte was a letdown for a lot of people. It did a lot of things we didn't like. And also the way that the fandom was treated during the time of interviews with the creator of that show, being like, I'll do what I want with X, Y, and Z, and you're going to have to like and lump it. And the director being, all about pushing females more powerful than males, and, you know, there was this whole controversy, I believe, surrounded around her, and people were like, that's great and all, but I'm someone who loves movies and TV, so as long as it's good, you can do your job. You can do your job without any criticism as long as it's good. The Acolyte was, funnily enough, I watched the first episode. I predicted the entire plot, and that was that. I was done. And I was right on every single account. Star Wars Acolyte could have been a very good show if it had kept a bit of the mystery, if it had kept a bit of the intrigue. But it seemed like they just wanted to rush to the end of that story as quickly as possible. They didn't take time to develop certain characters. They hired one of the Matrix stars to be a Jedi, and people were so excited for that. She was heavily publicized to be a part of this and died in the beginning of the show. It's a bit like a BBC show here in the UK, Waterloo Road. They did that here in Waterloo Road. They literally promoted the show with this iconic couple from the original series, and one of them died at the beginning of the very first, died in the first episode. It's like, right. But that show actually had merit on afterwards. That show is good. It still continues. Star Wars The Acolyte apparently could be getting a second season. I really hope not. I'm sure we'll hear about it at D23 if it does happen. Because D23 will be the place to announce things like that. So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. Are you excited for Skeleton Crew like me? I am excited for it. But I'm just holding on to a little bit of skepticism. I'm very worried that it will be like The Acolyte, where it will have this amazing sort of premise. People will want to watch this, and we get to it, and it's just all damn bad. John Watts being the showrunner I'm happy about. The fact that Filoni and Favreau are on the job as well, it seems. Happy about that. As executive producers. Honestly, I think Favreau and Filoni should just oversee Star Wars from now on anyway. They care about the projects that they put out. And who knows, Star Wars could be a beast of a machine. Like, I guess it kind of is, but it's not, is it? Let's be honest. But it could be a beast of a machine if Favreau and Filoni are in charge. But that's enough from me anyway. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I've got some really fun stuff coming. More Star Wars, more comics, movies, comic movies, more movies in general that are coming. Got a review coming out on the 9th. We're going to be covering D23 in its entirety. I might even step into some... Nah, I'm not. I'm kidding. We are just going to be covering the movies for D23. But if you want to hear my thoughts on the games, I'm sure that I'll probably do... I may do like a game video, possibly, if that's what people want me to do. This is a movie channel. This isn't a comic book channel. This isn't a game channel. This is a movie dedicated channel where I talk about movies. Just at the moment, it seems to be centered around comic books at the moment, because comic book movies are the talk at the moment because of how many things we've got announced and projects that are coming. I'm very much excited for future videos here at the channel. I've got Instigators, the new Doug Liman movie with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, along with Ben Affleck, who read the story, I believe, coming to the channel on August 9th. The review for that will be out. I've got a video about that actually coming out later today, I think. So check that out if you want to check it out. Subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. And as always, stay cinematic. See you later.